A very good morning to you. Welcome to the Morning Outlook Report. I'm Rachel Jones reporting live from Kalkine TV Sydney studios. Now this morning, the Australian share market is expected to open higher. According to the latest SPI futures, the ASX 200 is likely to open 13 points higher or 0.2% up this morning. On Friday, the Australian share market did close in negative territory. That's after Afterpay, healthcare and energy stocks all continued to weigh on the market. At the closing bell on Friday, the S&P ASX 200 was 0.4% or 31 points lower at 7,354. Over the week, it closed 1.5% or 112 points higher. Across the sectors on Friday, 6 out of 11 closed in the red. Healthcare was the worst performer, down 1.8%, followed by energy and technology. The best performing sector was utilities, up 0.4%. The worst performing sector was healthcare, down 1.8%. And the best performing stock in the S&P ASX 200 was Redbubble. They closed 10.3% higher at $3.33. The worst performing stock was Afterpay, closing 4.4% lower at $95.89. Looking to some local business news from this morning, Ramsay has acquired Elysium Healthcare for $1.4 billion. Now, that's a UK-based mental health care provider from private equity firm BC Partners. The acquisition will be funded through Ramsay's existing debt facilities. Elysium is a leading independent operator of long-term, medium and low-secure hospitals and complex care homes for individuals with mental health conditions. And they also have a strong partnership with the National Health Service in the UK. Moving on, and Senex Energy has entered into a binding scheme implementation agreement with POSCO International Corporation, where they will acquire 100% of Senex's shares for a cash price offer of $4.60 per share. Senex has said it also intends to pay a dividend of up to 5 cents a share for the first half ending December the 31st. And BHP has announced that discussions with Wyloo Metals regarding Wyloo's potential support of BHP's 75 Canadian cents per share offer to acquire Noront resources have ended. Now, Noront recommends that shareholders accept the BHP offer. Shareholders have till 7 p.m. Toronto time on January the 14th, 2022 to accept their offer and tender their shares. Well, now it's time for a very short break, but stay tuned for more news that's set to affect the trading day.
Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on the Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV.
And welcome back to the Morning Outlook Report. Now on Friday on Wall Street, the Dow Jones rose 0.6%, the S&P 500 climbed 0.95% and the Nasdaq pushed 0.7% higher. The US stock markets rose higher after data showed consumer prices rose more than expected in November, easing concerns the US Federal Reserve would aggressively tighten monetary policy to try and curb inflation. MSCI's All-Country World Index rose 0.36% to post its biggest weekly gain. The Broad Stocks Europe 600 index fell 0.3%. Oil prices record their best week in months, surging 8% over the period, and that's after Omicron concerns did ease somewhat. Brent crude rose 73 cents to settle at $75.15 a barrel. WTI settled up 73 cents to $71.67 a barrel. Gold prices inched higher as safe haven appeal of the yellow metal was boosted by elevated US consumer prices, which also cooled some bets for aggressive interest rate hikes since the jump in inflation was not as big as expected. US gold futures gained 0.4% at $1,784 and 30 cents an ounce. On the other hand, the iron ore for May delivery on China's Dalian Commodity Exchange ended daytime trade 0.7% lower at 639.5 yuan a tonne. And Bitcoin on bitstamp.net is at $50,000, 493 as of the 20 past 7 in the morning, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Well, that's all for our Morning Outlook report here on Kalkine TV. Have a great day trading. Stay tuned for more market updates and economic news live throughout the day. This is Rachel signing off for now.